Hello, and welcome to and welcome back to CG Rated Books. We are here for our Word-Oddities series, and I think that you'll like this. Now, I just recently talked about whether or not I should do all of the Word-Oddities in a single book, or all in a single video from the same book, or should I break them up into separate videos? And this particular time we are going to do the Word-Oddities for 3 different Word-Oddities for the same book on this particular one. And here they are. And they are from Midnight Champagne by A. Minette Ansay. So, today we're going to deal with Trundle, Unctuous, and Avuncular. Now, the reason why I decided to do all 3 of these in the same video this particular time was because I thought that they would be simple. When I started looking them up, one of the words gave me a little bit of an issue. It was a little longer than just looking up the definition and then giving you a reference. And I'm formalizing these so that you will get the sentence, you will get the definition, and then you will get a reference for each word oddity. And one of these could have been done in a separate one, but just because I'm falling a little bit behind, I've got all of them done in the same book, and we're going to do them all in the same video. All right, so bear with me. We're going to start off with Trundle, right? These are going to be in the order that they are received in the story line, right? So Trundle reads or read like this. It was best just to open the window a crack and trundle down into the safety of the basement. Seems simple enough, but for some odd reason, I didn't understand. It sounded like an adverb or a verb. Didn't understand quite what that meant, so I paused. I struggled with it a little bit, stumbled with it, and then decided to go ahead and look it up. So it counts as our word oddity. However, it's just a descriptive verb, right? Here's the definition. The definition for trundle is an act of moving slowly or heavily. That's the noun. Or to move or cause to move slowly and heavily, typically in a noisy or uneven way. That is the verb. So the sentence again, it was best just to open a window crack and trundle down into the safety of the basement. So he's stumbled, slumbered, sloshed, into the basement. It was a weird choice for me, but you'll see as we go through these other words from the same story, the writing was quite lofty. Written at a higher reading level, and sometimes these words could have been replaced with more simpler words. There was a lot of this throughout the story, but these were the ones that I was unfamiliar with. So the reference was the main character's mother had started leaving a room in retreat from a losing discussion. The main protagonist, which is the daughter of the mother, was getting a little bit excited, and the mother realized that she was not going to be able to win over, calm down the daughter in any fashion. So she decided to just go ahead and crack open a window, let some fresh air into the room, and leave and just go down into the basement. And that's basically what that sentence was. So simple. This one here, the next one, Unctuous, was a bit more complicated. Okay? So, Unctuous, here's your sentence. Could it be that there was someone in the world who saw Aaron for the unctuous phony he really was? Huh? Phony? Okay, cool, right? Could it be that there was someone in the world who saw Aaron for the unctuous phony he really was? Definition: excessively or ingratiatingly flattering, oily, or 2, having a greasy or soapy feel. So this one here still threw me. Excessively or ingratiatingly flattering. So I was thrown by ingratiatingly. Okay, what's excessively flattering? I might be able to understand that a little bit, but they threw that ingratiatingly in there. And so I had to look up the word ingratiatingly, right? So, ingratiatingly is to do something in a way or manner to make people like you. Or 2, a person who is ingratiating is trying to get in the favor or grace of those around them. This could mean a calculated move to suck up or a charming way to be agreeable. So, could it be that there was someone in the world who saw Aaron for a suck up and a phony? Yeah, there you go. Right? Oh, I lost my lights in the background. I'm going to turn them off. The lights are dying. So, here goes my background, right? Anyway, back to where we were, right? So the reference for this was mostly a character reference of the main antagonist in the story. So Aaron, in this particular story, was the former fiance confronting his detachment issues during this portion of the story. And he was being recognized by another supporting character, and the main character was like, "Whoa, okay, so now they understand, right? This is why I was." So do they understand? Could it be that somebody else can see Aaron for who he is? And so that's what really threw me off. But that is the word unctuous, and it means to be to purposefully work to get into the favor or into the grace of those around them, right? Somebody who's trying to seek favorable preference. That is unctuous. Simple enough, I guess, after all that rumbling around, and it was like, So that one took a little bit longer. When I looked it up, I literally did not finish reading that night. So this was approximately, it wasn't the halfway point through the book. It was close to, I don't know, I think it was like halfway. I was 1/3 through the book when I was reading this. And when I got to that point, it just threw me off. I stopped it, I looked it up, and when I found out that I couldn't figure it out, I still didn't understand it when it said ingratiatingly flattering. Huh? So I ended up looking that up, and then I got so wrapped up in trying to find the definition of ingratiatingly and then try to understand it and put it into place, I didn't finish reading that night. So I didn't get a whole lot read that night. That's one of the reasons why this one took a little bit longer to read. It's not a very thick book, but it took a little longer to read because I spent so much time. But I'm glad that I did, because now I know what unctuous means. So don't ever get me wrong with, I like doing the word oddity. And I just received, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to take a quick break. I just received a huge compliment. I've gotten 2 compliments for doing my Word-Oddities. I was unsure of whether or not I was going to keep on doing them, but I received 2, and I just recently got another big compliment from some very, was it very preferable? All right, so now I'm being unctuous. I was a very preferable, it was a very preferable response from some booktubers that I actually admire, appreciate, like, And so to receive this type of a compliment that they like my word oddities and they want me to continue doing them, you'll probably figure it out if you ever read any of the comments in there. You'll know who I'm talking about. But to receive that compliment from them was it's inspiring for me to keep going. So we're going to continue to do these word oddities. So that's why we're here. But yes, if I can just be unctuous for a moment. See, I learn new words. That's why I do this. Yes, yes. Oh, sorry for wearing my, can you see that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to wear a whole lot of advertisements, right? I don't know if you can't see it. The aardvark, not the aardvark, the armadillo. What did I say aardvark for? The armadillo is the Texas yard dog. That's the shirt. That's the shirt that's on the. That's why I was wearing it. But I'm relaxing and just decided to wear it. And now you're gonna want to see it. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it and post it. The armadillo. All right, back on point. Back on point. Sorry. And the third and final word oddity for this particular book was avuncular. Avuncular. It's kind of a weird name, a weird word. But once I read it, you can be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I can see that. Anyway, here's your sentence. The younger brides and grooms were, well, less than charmed, but avuncular antics and a rollicking repertoire tugged at the tender heartstrings of their parents. Right? I'm trying to make sure I don't do this and get all in the camera with my glasses. So I'm doing this stuff here so that you don't have to worry about the glare off my glasses. So yes, your definition. Relating to an uncle. Simple enough, right? Avuncular, relating to an uncle. Number two, that's number one. Number two, relating to the relationship between men and their siblings' children. Suggestive of an uncle or uncle-like in character or behavior. Avuncular, right? So the reference for this, right, it's just basically a descriptive reference to the playful interactions and presentation of the wedding entertainers as part of their act. So in this story, the wedding entertainers do more than just they're entertainers. It's actually the what do you call the wedding singers? There's three of them, and they are somewhat tasked with more than just singing. So to help make sure people are enjoying it and be a distraction, because this is it's a very troubled family, that the story is about, and they are there to play the wedding music and the dance music and do all sorts of kind of stuff, but to make sure that people actually enjoy the music, they're very playful. They're very playful. And they're very interactive. They actually come down off of the stage. They interact. One of the players at this particular point of the story being mentioned, he actually one of the singers actually leaves the stage, gets down onto the dance floor and grabs one of the women to try and encourage the other people to dance, and begins to playfully interact with her and dance with her. And so it's just basically saying with all of it, him when he does this. There's a lot of banter back and forth with the other two guys that are on the stage. They're cracking jokes with him, and he's cracking jokes back at them while dancing with this young lady. And of course, the sentence goes on to say, the younger brides and grooms were, well, less than charmed. But the avuncular antics and a rollicking repertoire tugged at the tender heartstrings of the parents. So everybody else that was there, the older folks, they liked it. And that's basically what that was. So those are our three words: Trundle, Unctuous, and Avuncular. And I want to thank you. I hope that you enjoy these word oddities as some of my other viewers do, as much as some of my other viewers do, and we will continue to do them. So you guys have a wonderful day, and yeah, keep reading. Love you.